sky, and yesterday I didn't see a cloud in the sky. It was absolutely amazing, just what we need as far as weather is concerned. It's warm outside, but it is raining, and it's supposed to, air quotes, be raining all day, or at least until late afternoon. So make sure you umbrellas, wraps, whatever you need for your hair, whatever them children need. As far as traffic is concerned, please get to where you need to be. There are accidents almost everywhere. Our wife is down to 4 miles an hour right now. The Braintree Quincy split all the way back to exit 16 in Weymouth is down to 40 miles an hour coming into the city. They're down to 31 miles an hour on 93 North, and this goes all the way back to that 139 split. So just be mindful. And then coming into the city, they're steady at 45 miles an hour. Our wife, we already covered 9 miles an hour, and Jamaica Way is down to 12 miles an hour. There's also an accident. 2 lanes are blocked. Route 1 north at the Tobin Bridge. This was reported 17 minutes ago, and it's kind of backing up that whole strip. So just be mindful, baby, because there's a lot going on out here. As far as news is concerned, listen, find out who your politician is. It's not that hard. If you can Google, where's the chicken place at? If you can Google, how do I call this takeout menu that I'm trying to get? If you can call anybody, if you can Google anything, you can Google who is your politician and find out what's going on and when the meetings are taking place and hearings are taking place. There is so much going on in the city right now, baby, and I need you to be a part of everything. A Chicago police union hires the officer charged with murder in the Laquan McDonald shooting death. Why would anybody? The Chicago police union has hired the officer charged with the first-degree murder in the fatal shooting of a black teen, Laquan McDonald. Jason Van Dyke, the reported, was hired. This makes me so mad. I can't tell you the things that I want to say right now, maybe on Periscope later. But Jason Van Dyke was hired by the Fraternal Order of Police to work as a janitor about 3 weeks ago. I don't care. I don't care if he's scraping gum, mopping floors. I don't think that he should be anywhere near police work. I don't think that his opinion should be anywhere near police work. I don't think it's a good look. Birds of a feather flock together, correct? So if my homegirl is and my best friend's and my 2 other homegirls, what do you think that says about me? Now, if the Fraternal Order of Police are looking at Jason Van Dyke and saying, you know what? We want to give you a job. Despite the fact that you killed a young black teenage boy, we want to give you a job. He was 17 years old. He was shot 16 times. Do you guys remember in the video? It was pat, 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 all 16 shots out of his gun. You don't remember that video that we talked about? And he reloaded? Mm-hmm. I don't have a confirmation on that, but I
think he did. There was a pause and then again.
It wasn't he hit him the first time. That's what made him drop. That's when he did that twirl dance and dropped. And then it was the pat, 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 pat. Was that 16 more pats? Because that's how many times he shot that baby. I don't care if he is licking the bottom of the shoe of somebody at a police department. The Fraternal Order of Nobody needs to hire him. It is what it is. I guess that tells you how the police union feels. They're the ones who hired him. So we know how they feel about. I'm going to bite my tongue. Today is Friday. I'm not going in that direction. Lead levels in Flint, Michigan. Kids' blood could rise in the summer because of the soil. The children of Flint, Michigan are expected to be exposed to even more lead contamination over the next few months, not because of the city's drinking water, but because of the high levels of lead in the soil that they will inhale during the dry summer months. Does it end? Does it end? My heart is broken because this is the United States of America, baby. We are not in a third world country. We are not, this isn't even rural backwoods Alabama. Everybody lives in a single, because you know the double wide means you got a little money in your pocket, in a single trailer that is broke down. No, this is Detroit, Flint, Michigan. This was Flint, Michigan. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is where the car companies were. That's where the industrial and then all of the spill, and that's why the river's contaminated in the first place. I wonder if they ever paid for that. Probably not. North Korea. I'm so sorry. It's Freaky Friday. We'll be light and fluffy at 6, but these news, I can't control what happens in the world. I can just read it. North Korea warns it is preparing a preemptive nuclear strike against the United States of America. Have you heard this anywhere else? Has anybody in the media told you that North Korea is warning the United States? We are preparing a preemptive nuclear strike. Has anybody else said that? I haven't heard any other news tell me this or read it or anything. North Korea claims it's capable of preemptive nuclear strikes on the U.S. Claims follow preparing another great famine. Population is told. State news. I hate it for them, the state news. We sit here and act like we have the right, the freedom of speech. We sit here and act like we have all these freedoms. But at the end of the day, for those who don't know, we do have state media. State news warned North Koreans to chew roots of plants once again. Some 3.5 million people died in the famines of 1990s, and they're prepared. In all honesty, sidebar. So I was looking at Kim Jong, and he gained a little weight right now, but the weight that he gained looks like he gained like sick fat. Like he's not fat. The medicine that he's taking him is making him swell up. So I'm wondering, and I haven't read anything, and we probably won't hear anything about reports of him being sick. He was always chunky, but the meat that he has on him now looks like that medication swell up fat. The way that his fingers are, I pay attention to a lot of dumb things, but the way that his hands are chunky, the way that his face is chunky, like it really reminds me of my cousin that passed away at 13 of cancer, and how her body swelled up because of the medication that they gave her. And he looks plump and healthy, but he might be a little sick, and that's my own personal opinion that those are not facts. How did you do it? Apple is considering launching a legal action against the FBI to discover how the San Bernardino's killer's iPhone was hacked. Baby, what you mean how? Y'all know how to do it? There's somebody in that office that knows how to do it. Y'all could have done it. You just refused to do it. But you want to know the method in which they use. I got you. I got you 100%. What they're not telling you is the FBI and the Justice Department probe world's biggest bribery scandal as oil. No, that wasn't the one that I wanted to read. The FBI agrees to hack the iPhone and iPod of teenagers accused of killing a couple after finally cracking the San Bernardino shooter's encrypted device. Pause. Let's rewind a couple days. Maybe even a week ago, when I told you that this is a slippery slope, that the fact that the FBI wanted iPhone to unlock the phone is not going to be just San Bernardino. Remember this conversation that we had, that this is a real slippery slope to go ahead and give the FBI powers to unlock everybody's phone. And they said they agreed, the FBI agreed to hack the iPhone and iPod of teenagers accused of killing a couple. Why? Simply because they were able to crack the San Bernardino shooter's phone. I'm sorry, did you start rolling down a slope yet? Just a little bit. With just a touch of it is what it is. Hunter Drexler, 18, and Justin Staten, 15, are accused of murdering Robert and Patricia Gogdell in Conway, Arkansas in July. Judge proposed Drexler's trial on Tuesday to ask the FBI to help crack their iPod, and iPhone for potential evidence. Look at my face. What evidence are you got? You think they sat there and was like, yo, listen, let's go ahead and type up the notes in our notes section on our iPhone. I don't know. I really don't know what could be in the baby's phones, but they're going to start cracking everybody's phone. What? You got arrested for drugs? Let's see if we could crack your iPhone and see who your customers is. That was on purpose. I messed up that verbiage for somebody who might be listening like, Dad, she don't even speak English. The request came after the FBI announced that it had unlocked the iPhone of San Bernardino shooter without Apple's help. It ends a heated legal standoff with Apple, which had refused to help hack it over privacy concerns. And the FBI said, forget your privacy. We'll crack what we want. San Bernardino, Arkansas, where else you want us to crack it? Because we know how to do it. We did it. We are going to continue to follow this, because for everybody who has an iPhone, for everybody who has a Mac, for everybody who feels so safe and secure with their iPhone and with their Mac, because quote unquote, it can't be hacked, baby, you were just proved wrong by the FBI. And again, I go back to the fact that they got a company from Iran. You remember that? It wasn't even like an American company. They went overseas, found somebody else to do it. Message. You better pay attention to what's going on. State trooper shot dead at close range in a Greyhound bus station by a gunman in Richmond, Virginia. State trooper Chad Dreimer, 37 years old, was shot dead by a gunman at a Greyhound station in Richmond, Virginia yesterday. Dreimer is a former Marine who joined the state trooper force in 2014. He was among 4 people shot at the Greyhound bus station Thursday. A female member of Binghamton University track team and another woman were shot in the melee, but are expected to survive. Male suspect who opened fire has been shot dead by police at the scene. The motive behind the shooting is not yet known, but they're going to crack his iPhone and figure out if he left notes. I'm trying to tell you about this slippery slope. I'm trying to tell you, your iPhone, you might as well just get a Droid, because that's how much security you're about to have as soon as the FBI unlocks everybody's phone. Everybody's phone, everybody's phone. The FCC, in agreement, the agency says we cannot regulate Netflix. Baby, we tried. The chairman of the Federal Communications Commission said Netflix throttling its own its own videos over mobile networks does not violate net neutrality. It is outside of an open internet. We do not regulate edge providers, the FCC Chairman Tom Wheeler told reports. Last week, it was revealed that Netflix slows the download speed of its streaming video over mobile networks such as Verizon and AT&T. Us T-Mobile customers are Gucci. The company said that it has taken this action, which degrades video quality, for at least 5 years in order to help customers stay below their monthly data caps imposed by wireless providers, because T-Mobile ain't got that problem. Observers say that Netflix's decision not to inform its customers could possibly violate the FCC rules, and the FCC's like, we can't regulate them. So for the next 5 years, Verizon and AT&T, your speeds will be slow. Or you can just switch over to T-Mobile. You know what I didn't know? If you are on a flight and you have T-Mobile, you have free messages. You can send text messages for free while on your flight. Isn't that dope? Feds bring corruption charges against current and former Detroit school principals. But They still poison the water. Not long after protesting investigation into school conditions, 12 current and former Detroit principals, a Detroit public school vendor of school supplies, and an assistant superintendent face federal corruption charges. School officials, pause. Tell me again why the governor of Flint isn't on corruption charges? Tell me why he still has a job. Oh, I'm sorry, I digressed. School officials allegedly took bribes and kickbacks as part of a scheme that ensured many school suppliers were not actually used for their intended purposes. Barbara McCade, U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Michigan, held a press conference announcing the charges yesterday, and she said the scheme went on from 2002 to 2015. Norman Shai, the vendor for school supplies, allegedly gave fraudulent invoices for school supplies, and principals would approve them but did not receive all of the supplies. In turn, Shai would pay bribes to the principals. Although the pay for each principal varied, the total for all principals came to $900,000. And Shai received $2.7 million through fraudulent means. Yo, these teachers are getting money. Principals were getting money at least. They were, you know what they were trying to do? You know that $900,000 that they got in bribes? They were trying to get what these administrators get here in Massachusetts. Have you seen the numbers? I posted it on the Wake Up with Tayla Andre page. These teachers make bank, son. And yeah, son, a lot of them, now the numbers that were reported on my page were for people who were there for years, people who were tenured in, people that were grandfathered in. From what I understand, those were the highest of the highest. But yet, even still, a first-year teacher makes over $55,000 a year. And people are like, well, Tayla, when the BRA's minimum income is $89,000, what is $55,000? I don't know, because half the parents who send their children to school are only making $35,000. Don't believe me? Just read. A case like this is a real punch in the gut for those who are trying to do the right thing. They don't conspire with each other. They didn't conspire, as far as the principals are concerned, didn't conspire with each other, but they paid bribes to each other and other school officials. One of the principals facing corruption charges, Ronald Alexander, principal of Charles L. Spain Elementary School, went on the Ellen DeGeneres show in February, where he was informed the school would receive $500,000 in donations to improve poor school conditions, according to reports. Then Justin Bieber jumped out of a box to announce that $1 of each ticket sold for one of his shows would go to Spain Elementary, even though the principal was collecting his own little side hustles. It is what it is. On Tuesday, Michigan Governor Rick Schneider, the Snake Schneider, signed into legislation, just like he signed into legislation, the fact that Flint could use one water source and change it to another. He signed legislation providing that $48.7 million in emergency funding to keep the school system from going to keep going to the end of the school year. $48.7 million. So the kids can stay in school. We got a lot of problems in this country. And I was watching a video of Bernie Sanders. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, that Jew, he's Jewish. He's not even a real Christian. He's not a Christian at all." It was asked of him, what does he believe? What is his higher, who is his higher power? The question was framed not like, do you believe in God, or do you believe in Jesus Christ? The question was framed like, who does Bernie Sanders, who is Bernie Sanders' higher power? And the way he answered the question was, when it comes to Islam, when it comes to Christianity, when it comes to Judaism, all of the Buddhism, when it comes to all of these religions, it all boils down to one thing: treat other people the way that you would want them to treat you. And he was just like, when did we forget that we were human? When did we forget? Because essentially when you hurt, I hurt on some level. on a spiritual, on an emotional level, on a level that we don't know, we can't describe. It's beyond our comprehension. On that level, when your child hurts, my child hurts. We all hurt. And I thought that was the most amazing. I've never heard, I bet you won't hear Hillary Clinton say nothing like that. She'd be like, hold on, what crowd am I at? What y'all believe in? That's what I believe in. What y'all believe? Hold on, let me stop before Hillary call up here and get me. Don't call Hillary, I'm just joking. But I thought it was a beautiful thing the way he answered that question. We're all human. We need to understand that we are one human race. We need to start looking out for each other. We became this, what the caller called in and said the other day about individual. You remember what he said, Reggie B? We had a caller called in that quoted Dr. Umar Johnson. You know what it is. It's 617-282-0062. We individually are all like, we're all about self. We don't think about others. It's just me. What's in it for me?
It's called the Me Society.
The Me Society, exactly. And we got to get back in touch. This is either Hillary or we're going to find out. We're going to find out what Dr. Umar Johnson said. But I really do. This is a Me Society. And just like Bernie Sanders says, we do have to get back to the fact that we are all human. We should be looking out for one another. We should be loving one another and just being more mindful of each other instead of perpetuating a hate that does not. We have enough hate in the world, baby. 617-282-0062. We have 3 minutes before Power Hour. Good Rising, call you live.
Radicalism.
Individual radicalism. That sound about right, Reggie B? Individual radicalism.
Yeah, it does.
Umar Johnson. Thank you, baby. Love and appreciate you. Good Rising, call you live. Good Rising.
Yes. What was that? Reggie that was calling?
No, there was a caller prior to you, and Reggie B is sitting behind me back here cooling.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just heard him call me. It was I had called you yesterday about that individual radicalism.
It is radicalism, individual radicalism.
Individual radicalism. That's literally radical individualism. That's it. Radical individualism. So with the second stuff, what I was talking about was basically about the cops. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how the archdiocese switching the priests after they were ripping kids. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Mm-hmm. They're doing the same thing. You know, just switching the man around. But it ain't shocking to me. That's the same way Zimmerman, they give him his gun back. The gun that he killed Trayvon with, they give him his gun back.
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Oh, Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
The gun that he killed Trayvon with, they give him the gun back to go back to whatever work he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Next step down, work he was doing. But I ain't surprised. I just want to bust that up. You know
Thank you so much. I now it's been a while. I forgot, but I remember again. Mm-hmm. I forgot. I wrote over and I remembered again. Really quickly, in other news, the CIA left explosive content on a school bus. Oops. The CIA reportedly left explosive training material that was used in a training exercise under the hood of a Virginia school bus. That bus in London County carried elementary and high school students from home to school with explosive material in its engine compartment. The CIA officials later alleged that the material did not pose danger to any of the passengers on the bus. Okay. Okay. Bernie Sanders seeks to win over New York by stressing Brooklyn's roots. You know how many people came out to support Bernie Sanders at St. Mary's Park? 18,500 people. Go Brooklyn. Go Brooklyn. Go Brooklyn. Hey, I am so happy. I am so happy. He's actually starting to get some news coverage. They're finally even saying his name. Before they were like, you know that old guy with the glasses that might be running for president? Mm-hmm. You don't need to know his name. Yeah, a couple people voted for him. But he'll never beat nobody, though. I was like, was that real coverage? Did we just hear this? That's my opinion of the wrap up of how they treat Bernie Sanders. That's not, I have to be clear, that's not fact. That's opinion. Snoop Dogg says he'll save Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles if it comes to that. Is Snoop Dogg, the man of the people, the rapper to the stars, says that he is going to buy up Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in order to keep the company from going belly up. And I think that's amazing. Shout out to Snoop. He's like, oh, no, not in my house.
That's in California?
Yeah, in Cali. So it's Power Hour, and we got some technical difficulties. Technical difficulties over here, so I can't play the song that I wanted to play. But do you remember that old solo song? Tell me where do you want me to put it? You want me to get it right? I wanted to play that song so bad. I woke up, it was like, ding. That's the song you should play today. Because we got a lot of old heads that listen to the station, and I know they know that song. These young bucks might not know. Tell me where, hey, do you want me to put it? You want me? That's all the words I know, though. I was young when it came out. I wasn't supposed to know what they were talking about at that time. So it's Power Hour, y'all. And for Power Hour, it was posted on the Wake Up with Tayla Andre page yesterday. You know what today is, right? April 1st, April Fools. And for April Fools, I want to know how many of you lie on a regular basis while you're lying down, aka how many of you have faked an orgasm. Dun, dun, dun. Get over here, Reggie B.
I ain't guilty.
You don't have to be guilty.
You said mine, you stuck.
Harry Met Sally. You remember that movie when Harry met Sally? And
yes.
He was like, you don't fake orgasms. I know what I do. I put it down. And she was like, really? That's what you think? You believe that?
She messed him up.
Oh, okay. Hold on. My girl was in the diner, straight moaning, going off, and then just ate a bite of her food.
That's it.
I want to know, can men tell? Have you been able to tell, Reggie B, because that's a question for men, can you tell when she's faking it? Because mostly women fake it. I learned in my inbox, TaylaAndre, I learned in my inbox that most women fake it just to get it over with, just to make you feel good about yourself so you can go ahead and do what you do. What it said in The Color Purple, he just climb on top of me and do his business. And some women be like, yo, he had a long day at work. I just be trying to get it over with. Just let it happen. I wanted to play this other thing. You guys remember the little girl who was just like, I heard daddy go, ooh, 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 ooh.
You played that before, didn't you?
I did. I love that little girl. Mommy was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And daddy was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I heard you. And then daddy screamed like a girl. If you've never seen the video, I'll go ahead and post it on Tayla Andre, TaylaAndre, 617-282-0062. Ladies, have you ever faked an orgasm? Men, can you tell when she fakes an orgasm? Pause. Can men fake orgasms?
Yeah.
Is it possible?
Yeah.
You can't make your bodies do anything though, right? Like there's nothing that you can actually physically do.
No, because the woman has that capability. Because she has more than the guy.
I wonder.
To mess around with.
I wonder.
To get her there.
617-282-0062. Good rise and call you live. I'm super fantastic. How are you?
All right. I never understood the concept of thinking, because if you climax, mission accomplished. I never got that. If you climax, mission accomplished, how do you fake that?
I don't know.
Is he talking about a male or female?
Are you talking about a man or a female? Female.
Guys, I mean, you know what? This is honest God too. When a man goes into the bedroom, you best believe we're not leaving till we
done.
Reach the goal. Done. Like, we don't care if you're ugly, stupid, whatever. Our needs are not that high in the bedroom.
What? Where's my dudes at? I need somebody to co-sign this nonsense.
He said, stupid, ugly, or dumb.
Gorgeous girlfriend and cheat with the side chick who looks like Medusa. I don't get like this thing is as low as light boys. Like It's crazy.
Hold on. You know what? As far as Medusa is concerned, I am under the impression from what I've read that Medusa was nothing but a woman with locks. And they didn't understand what the snakes were on her head, but they weren't even snakes. They were locks.
About and as far as the character, not the locks. I see some gorgeous sisters with locks. It's beautiful. But I'm talking about a chick that's busted. I don't get it. But the fact is, most of those guys don't need much. For me, if you're above a 7, I'm content. But you know, for some guys, you can be a 2 or 3. The mission will be accomplished.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nubian. Can men fake orgasms? That's really the question I want to know.
Yeah, you can do that.
I want to know how the heck does a man fake an orgasm?
I don't know.
Why would a man fake an orgasm? Now, I can imagine why a woman would fake an orgasm because, you know, we like you, we love you, we want to make you feel good about yourself. You know, maybe you're always used to faking it. Statistically, women are not that inclined to have orgasms. Did you know that?
No.
Let me pull up that fact. A lot of women have never had an orgasm a day in their life. And so
Wow.
I can understand why they would feel like they would have to fake it because they really don't get that pleasure.
Did it say how much percentage? Did it
Speak
say?
up, Reggie, because I can't hear you.
Did it say the percentage of women who do not or have not?
That have never?
Yeah.
If I'm correct, I believe it's 37%. Women fake orgasms more frequently than men, with 26% of women faking an orgasm every time they have sex. That's more than 25% of women who consistently have orgasms.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
80% said in 2010, it was said that 80% of women fake it.
And what year? 2010?
Yep.
Has that number gone down?
Probably not.
Wow.
You know what? I think so because from
Yeah.
2010 to 2016,
Yeah.
women have become 100% sexually free. Like we've always been sexual, fluid
Absolutely.
characters. But I feel, again,
Fair.
opinion, not fact,
Mm.
feelings. I feel like women have really owned this sexuality in the 2000s.
A woman could do amazing things with her body. So
We
I think it's
sure
impossible to fake and just really have one. So they're the creators, man. I think they can do whatever they want. They can do it.
He said they're creative. They can do what they want.
Yeah, absolutely.
617-282-0062. Good Rising, call you live.
Morning.
Hi, Good Rising. How are you?
Good. I want to chime in on this orgasm thing. I met my wife, and she was married prior and had a kid. And then she told me that she never had an orgasm before. And I said, how are you going to be married, have a kid, and never had an orgasm before?
Mm-hmm.
I thought, she was just yanking my chains, but I'm told to find out that is possible.
True.
Mm-hmm. But hold on, did you accomplish it though?
Yeah. Fine. And she always lost her mind. That's when she said to me that she never experienced that before. And I was like, yeah, okay, like, you've been married years, you got kids. How are you not gonna experience an orgasm? She said no. She said most of the time she just go through the motion.
Mm-hmm.
I just let him crawl on top of me and do his business.
You're not gonna keep saying that throughout the show, are you?
You know me, I pat myself on the back now.
You felt like the man, huh?
Absolutely.
He stood up afterwards and was like, da 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 da.
Nah, he did it killing hard. Say it with your chest.
He said it with his hips. He was like,
So, she was just, just pulling my leg, but apparently that is possible.
Absolutely. So it's said, according to statistics, as many as 1 in 3 women have trouble reaching orgasm when having sex. As many as 80% of women have difficulty with orgasm from vaginal intercourse alone. Clitoral stimulation during intercourse. Most women are clit women. Most women, if you don't stimulate that that upper body, you're not gonna get nothing. Like
absolutely,
you can do penetration all day long. 80% of women have difficulty reaching orgasm through penetration alone.
That's a lot.
80%, and y'all don't want to call these phone lines to be honest about how many times you done faked it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I ain't had one woman yet. Like, yeah, Taylor, I have to. I done tried to teach this dude for the last 3 years. He ain't learned nothing yet.
Yeah, but
I hold your line up, but it is possible for men to fake pictures. I faked it a few times too, just to get the shit over it. So men do fake it also.
Listen, listen. You better not be faking it.
You guys want to get it over with sometimes. Sometimes we do too.
Yep, I told you.
Reggie, you ever faked it before, Reggie?
Can't recall.
Okay, that means no. Because Reggie's pretty honest. Reggie's like, yeah, that one time when we were at the bathroom.
I really am.
That happened? I once got busy in the Burger King bathroom.
No.
Never?
I got morals. I can't do that.
He said I got morals.
I can't do that.
What the
bathroom?
Thank you, baby. Love and appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day.
Nasty.
617-282-0062. Good rise and call you live.
Hey, good rise and Tayla. How's it going?
Super fantastic. How are you?
Good. Hey, I mean, I can understand women faking it if they just want to get it over with. But, I mean, how are you going to be in a relationship for a long time and consistently fake it? Why are you depriving yourself of that? That's like the best part of it. I mean, you can do it for, let's say, you can do it for an hour, but if you never climax, what's the point? Or you could do it for 5 minutes, but if you get off, that's 5 minutes of your life. So it's like, why would you even deprive yourself of that? Like, let the man know if he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, if he's not making you get off, let him know. He might think he's the man, he might think he's doing it good, but you don't let him know how he's supposed to look. If you're faking it, you only basically, giving yourself a disservice. Not. I mean, so what if the man feels cheap? You know what I'm saying? If he's not doing his job, man, he should feel cheap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you gotta let him know. Don't sit there and accept that for years. Like the previous caller said, how are you gonna be married and never experience that? It's like, what's the point then? I mean, what's the point of even, having intercourse then if you're never gonna really get that feeling? You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
How do you fake it? How do men fake it? So you know what? I totally agree with you. That I refuse to fake it. If you ain't doing nothing, I'm not moving, I'm not moaning, I'm not faking nothing because I like to experience my whole orgasm. Skate.
You know what?
Better not bring your kids. I like my orgasms. I'm not gonna sit here and fake it for your ego because you're not gonna. As soon as you're done, most of the time you're done. You might have a round two in you, possibly, maybe, but most of the time it's a one and done. From my personal experience, I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah, sometimes we need a second round. We need like a little intermission break and come back.
Intermission.
Yeah, come back.
Baby, go get some water real quick.
Hey, that'll work.
Have you ever faked an orgasm? Freaky Friday, waking up with Taylor Andre. Shout out Reggie B. 617-282-0062. Good rise and call you live. Hello.
What's the difference between an orgasm and, I guess, coming? I don't know.
Oh, Lord. Okay, baby. There's a lot. Okay. So, from what I understand, I did sex toy parties, so I had to do a lot of research and practicing. Yeah. But from what I understand, there are two different orgasms that a woman can have. You can have the and you can have the And that first one is usually through penetration. That's like the little trickle down effect. And then the ones from the clitoral stimulation are like the skate. So there are there's a. I know that's so scientifically wrong. But through my experiences, that is what I understand. Like there's the one that just puts you to sleep real quick, and then there's the one that knocks you out. So where my ladies at? I had about 6 men call up here.
0 women.
I actually faked it too, but
See?
Why did you fake it, baby? Tell me why, how. Don't tell me when.
because you know, there's how you run into these like beautiful
617-282-0062.
and when a man see a beautiful woman, it gets to the point where he wanna. That's like Holly Berry. You ever heard the old saying that show me a beautiful woman and I'll show you 10 men tired of having sex with her.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. So it was like that. It was like that. I mean, the minute you see it, you want to get in it, you want to feel it. And then after being with that person for like up to, years. And
so why, hold on, pause. Listen, we'll go 3-4 months without you touching me. If you ain't in the mood and I ain't in the mood, it's just not going to happen. But as soon as I'm ready, set, it's time to go, boo. So why even force it? Just to get it over with? Just to go through the motions? No. It's so sacred. You guys don't remember the conversations with Minister Inky and just the other individuals that call, that talk about the energy, that talk about the auras, that talk about your chakras, your whole body
aligns up.
No.
It aligns up.
Like I said, sometimes, like women, men get to that point where it's just like, okay, this is really getting boring now. So
damn, you made me scared for me. He was like, when you with somebody for a long time, like marriage.
Man, if you're like dating a girl, well, also marriage too. It can get like that, especially if one partner doesn't really want to change, try anything new and different. So,
trisexual, baby. You better try something else.
Ashtray on the butt and all that.
What?
Hey.
It's been a long time since we had a confession.
Hey.
Just both sitting there, the television
Ashtray on the butt.
One person on the phone texting while y'all talking.
You said ashtray on the butt.
All right, guys. Have a good morning.
Listen, if you think it's acceptable for you to be texting while we doing it, relationship done.
Oh man.
That's unacceptable. 617-282-0062. Have you ever faked an orgasm? We got a call on the line, and it better be a woman. I'm sick of hearing these men's voice.
What's that, 7 in a row?
Yep. Good rising, baby. You're live. Yes.
I hear her.
So listen, this is so funny. Texting? Okay, no. Yeah. I have faked an orgasm. I have plenty of times, and it's not like because I'm doing it on purpose. It's because my husband and I, we've been together for over 14 years. We have 3 children together. We both work. I also go to school full time. So it's like we have to find the time when it's convenient for us. And sometimes we have to make quickies. We're always on the go. So yeah, I mean, I have.
But baby, what about you? You need a quickie too, though.
A lot of times, well, first of all, this is kind of uncomfortable for me to talk about this.
You know what? I thank you for your transparency. I thank you for your honesty. This is a safe space. It's a judge-free zone, and your name is not out there. Nope. You are 100% anonymous. If you want, you can hit me up on Facebook, Tayla. I'll tell all your little dirty little secrets and won't say your name.
I'm just one of those kind of people that just always find it hard to go to the movie theaters and watch a movie with there's sexual scenes in it, and there's other people in the movie theater that are probably getting around.
I'm like, who want to watch?
It's creepy. Anyway, let's go back to the topic. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of times if he does come before me, he'll take care of me right after. So I will end up having an orgasm. But a lot of times,
that's only right.
Well, sometimes we won't have it at the same time.
Say it again.
I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if you've done that before. I don't know if you know what I'm.
Oh my goodness! You know what? I think that is probably the strongest orgasm you could possibly have, when both souls explode at the same time. That is such a beautiful thing.
Right, you're right, and we do have moments where we explode at the same time, where we're embodied at the same time, holding each other, experiencing the moment. But if something happens where, he happened to come first, which in a lot of cases, men do come first before women. It takes us a little longer to climax than guys. Then, yeah, he'll make sure that before I go and continue my day, before I walk out the door, he takes care of everything he needs to take care of for me, so I can have that same experience.
Right, Reggie B say, round of applause. Reggie says, shout out to your husband, shout out to your boo. You know what? Let me ask you a quick question, completely off topic. How did you make it last for 14 years?
Oh, I don't know. You know, we kind of complete each other. Whatever he's lacking, I have, and whatever I'm lacking, he has. So we kind of, like, we don't have anything in common. As far as like foods go, we don't really like the same kind of food. You know, if I go to the grocery store and I'm like, do you want anything different? And he's like, yeah, just, you know, the routine. Just pick out whatever you think look nasty to you and look gross, and that's what you know I like. You know what I mean? Like, I take care, he helps out with the bills, but I do all the paperwork. He never, you know, he doesn't do the paperwork in the house. I do. You know, we kind of make it work. We balance each other out. So we're not trying to fight for, you know, this position and that for the same position. We both have our own positions. And I think that's kind of what makes this relationship work.
So you guys stay in your own lane and play your role.
And we play our roles, and it's not like, you know, something that we're doing deliberately. It's just something that is done naturally, and it's always been like that. And yeah, we've been fighting hard for over 14 years, and we have 3 beautiful children, and we're just, you know, still doing what we got to do. 2 years ago, we became first homeowners.
Woo!
Yeah, so I'm on my way to law school, and we're doing our thing right now.
Hey,
That's nice. That's beautiful.
And the thing is, that's funny about this is everything was done by ourselves too. So I think that's another reason why we've been together for so long. You know, he doesn't have his parents here, and I don't have my parents here.
So you guys relied on each other.
Yep.
Correct. Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, when you go through an obstacle financially, you call your parents or this grandparents to help financially with buying clothes for your children. No, we don't go through none of that. And even if we did have those parents close by, we still wouldn't do it because both of us have enough pride to not be like, oh, we're all not down right now, let's borrow some money from somebody. No, that's something we absolutely will not do. We will figure it out. I don't care if we got to go on Craigslist and sell a couple of things. We both have pride enough to say, this is our fault, this is our down, we're going to get ourselves back up together. And that's another thing that I feel like has helped us, you know, remain this strong for so long.
So I just want to remind you that you called and said, I can't believe I'm saying this on radio. And then she was like, hold on, since we're opening this book, let's go to chapter 3.
She kept it moving.
Thank you, baby, for your honesty. Thank you for your transparency. Love and appreciate you. 617-282-0062. So I have an article over here that says there are 5 different types of orgasms. There's the clitoral orgasm. This is the clitoral orgasm. If it was ice cream, it would be vanilla, not because it's bland, but because it's the standard. These orgasms result from direct stimulation of the clitoris and are described as localized, sharp, bursting, and short lasting. How can you get more? Go solo at first. Masturbation always allows you to figure out what works for you best, and you'll know better how to direct your partner. You'll also feel more comfortable helping yourself achieve orgasms after sex, and he fell asleep and you need to rub one out by yourself. The vaginal orgasm, what is it? It's also known as the G-spot orgasm. These don't happen for all women. No. According to reports, vaginal orgasms are achieved more through intercourse than clitoral stimulation and are described as whole body, long lasting than clitoral orgasms. Women who report having vaginal orgasms may also be more likely to experience multiple orgasms. Dun, 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 dun.
She raised her hand, y'all.
I am a multiple. I think I can achieve all forms of orgasms. You know, in all honesty, for women that have never achieved orgasms, or for women who, you know, are frustrated with the orgasms that they are able to achieve, it's all about to thy own self be true. If you know who you are, what you like, practice does take perfect. And the article's absolutely right. You can't sit here and tell your partner, I don't like this, or do it like this, if you don't know for yourself how you like it.
Man, let me tell you, I don't know.
Snitch, Reggie. Snitch.
What was this, 2006?
2016.
No, I'm talking about me.
Oh,
In a
2006.
2006, I had something like that happen. And,
Put it on your lip. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Oh, we can hear you now.
2006. I think it was like 2005 or 2006. I had a situation like that. And, you know, young lady, I mean, I was ready to go.
Never faked orgasm.
I was ready to go and do my thing. But this young lady, she came over straight and she was just like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. And I just looked at her like, really? I said, okay, you got to go. And she had to leave. She actually told me what she was not going to do. She just wanted this. And she told me that. And I'm like, yo, but you're the one that called me. And you're telling me you don't want to do X, Y, and Z.
Because, Reggie,
go.
I called you so you could do what I want you to do.
Nah.
Just like she thought she was a man real quick.
Listen.
Somebody done did her dirty. She was like, I'm about to get back.
You know, and that man got kicked out of another man's apartment then. How about that?
Lord have mercy.
That's crazy. How you going to tell somebody? You call them. How you going to tell somebody you ain't going
I
to
know.
do X,
I'm going
Y,
to
and
get
Z?
mine too. Shoot.
You got to go, man. Get out of here. Man, you don't do that.
Shout out to those on Periscope. Shout out to those on YouTube. Listen. These women never want to be transparent. How we get 7 phone calls from a man and 1 from a woman? I want some women to call and tell me how, when, with. No, not all that. But
Okay.
Why do you fake orgasms? Have you ever faked it? It's April Fool's. You might as well be honest. You know what we can do?
Yep.
We'll call your boo and help him learn these orgasms. You want to be honest with somebody? You want to call somebody and tell them, like, listen, you don't do it for me.
Yeah.
You don't make it, baby.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Is there a way to tell us a man that without him getting pissed off?
Babe, so you know last week when I screamed and I told you that was the best orgasm I ever had,
Mm-hmm.
I actually was faking it and I got no stimulation
What?
at all. But that's how you say it. You be 100% honest. Be real.
And that's what he's gonna say. What?
What?
What, B? No.
I apologize, but the way my orgasm is set up, you didn't bring me there. I had to achieve it on my own after you fell asleep.
Wow. Well, maybe some brothers need to study the anatomy of the body, of the female body, and get some notes.
Absolutely.
I did. As a personal trainer, I had to. I had to let you know what muscles work. And
On
all that
the
kind of, yeah.
vaginal side, though?
Listen, there's a muscle down there. You can work there too.
I know there's muscle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Work it. Let's call you Kegels. You better get
Yep.
it tight, get it right.
Man, listen, get
Hey.
those little yogi eggs.
Yes. Oh,
Hey.
Reggie knows something.
Stop playing, y'all.
We got a call on the line. 617-282-0062. Have you ever faked an orgasm? Good rising, call you live. Yes, my ladies.
Oh, that's two
hey,
in a row.
baby.
I think everyone has faked it, but I think as you get older, you ain't having it.
Yeah. For
I
real.
think in your 20s, when you're a teenager, you're just humping. In your 20s, you're a little bit. In your 30s, you're mad horny. But let's say you're horny, you're just getting that daggone thing in. In your 40s, you're a little bit more laid back. You ain't having it.
Yeah.
You're going to get your orgasm.
Yeah.
In your
Yes.
50s, it's on.
Yeah.
20, so you feel like you humping again, but you gonna get your orgasm. It ain't going down. Ain't nobody rolling out that bed until it happen. I don't care if we have to hit the floor together. It's going down. So I think it all comes with age too, and also I ain't faking nothing. Ain't gonna happen. I don't care what you gotta do. Stand on your head, do a cartwheel spin. You can be the gynecologist. We can play doctor. I don't give a hell, but it's going down. You ain't leaving.
Wow. I think she broke it all the way to, you know what?
She did.
We have a caller, an anonymous, who says, how many orgasms can a woman have at one time? How many?
Many.
No, it depends on how sexual you are, and like you said, that spot, yeah. Because I've been there where afterwards I'm still like, whoa, okay, wait a minute, hold up now, okay, and then seriously be ready for part 2. Later for that 10 minutes, okay.
Bring it back, come rewind. Bring it back, come rewind.
Man, listen.
Exactly. Like I said, I think it really comes with age, because like when you get 40, you like, what? Ain't nobody gonna be jumping on top of me doing their business and keep it moving. Oh hell no! You gonna get it in, and then like I said, 50, you definitely gonna get in because you're like all over again. It's like, oh shoot, where'd that come from?
Are you serious when you turn 50?
Like, you be looking for that like a dinner mint. What?
A dinner mint. Woo, yo.
The floor on the bed, just throw everything off the table. What? Breaking up stuff.
Lord have mercy. Y'all hear about your grandma?
Hey.
Nana getting it in. Not my Nana.
Energy just comes from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's oh my God.
Somebody had a reminder real quick.
This is here. But like I said, I think everybody has faked it at least once. You know, I don't think there's not one soul that has not faked it. And like I said, it comes with age.
Thank you so much, baby. That was so, thank you. 617-282-0062. Have you ever faked an orgasm? Shut your radio off for me, baby. Good rising. Hey, baby.
I've done it and I continue to do it.
Hold on, right now? Like, continue right now.
Right now. I'm married.
Wait in the water. Baby, let's talk about this real quick.
Not that song.
So, so you're married and you still continue to fake it. Is it because he wants it more often than you? Because I'm in the business of making sure everybody experiences leg shaking orgasms on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
I that always. You can, they get it.
Who is they? Who is that? He better not.
Men can. They can. You know, and I'm not saying like he's not a good performer because trust me, he's good. But again, he's a man and I'm a woman, and I think I'm a little more. My volume is higher than his, and I can do multiple climax, and he can't do that. So
He said local.
he'll try. I'm not even gonna lie. He'll try.
So I'm trying to find a solution.
I'm like, you gotta take a class.
Solution, and you said it. I believe myself.
But you know what? Hold on. If you fake it, he thinks he's doing a good job. And if he thinks he's doing a good job, he knows that you're faking. He's okay with it.
Not, but I'll try to, I kind of just like, oh, I'm good, no, I'm straight. Like, one of those things, but
I couldn't.
It messes with his ego. So I try not, that's my husband. We've been married for 11 years, so I feel bad about sex. Come on now, you can only do what you can do.
So hold on, let me ask you a question really quickly. As far as your marriage is concerned, are you scared for your marriage? Because sex is a really big part of marriage. And can he tell when you're faking it? Like, can he tell the difference between, I knew that wasn't a real one, and then a real one when he's like, yes, I did it.
Body, it's not even about a facial expression or anything. He knows my body, and he knows what reaction I give out when I climax. So he knows before anything, and he's like, you did not. And I'm like, sometimes I just want to lie, and then sometimes I just be like, we're going to leave that conversation alone. And I'm like, baby, we'll hug up and whatever. But then he'll work even harder the next week. Like,
You a better one than me, baby, because I'm bruising your ego.
We may go like 4 times in one night, but within that time, it might be one where I don't.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. So you fake that one, and then the other 3 you're good.
He didn't get me where I need to be at all. Of course I wouldn't be with him. No, but like I said, he's a very good performer. When he performs, it's all that and more. But again, like I said, I think his rise is a little higher than his. So again, men can't have a climax like us. We can have 4, 5, or 6 in one night. They can't do that.
4, 5, or 6. I'm just gonna be a little transparent. The most I had was 32.
In one night?
And what? One night? Yes.
It's shame because I don't know, and I'm mid-age, so I'm supposed to.
My average is 12, like 12, 15.
I think the older you get, the better it
go
gets.
20 over.
I feel like that. with me and all the
How
women that
not?
I'm around. For some reason, it gets better, and I can kind of tell that from the men that are in our life.
But you know what? Okay, so because you know what you're doing. You've been married. I'm single, so you know what you're doing. I'm not. No advice.
So I was married for 14 years, and then this is 11th. I've been married for my second marriage 11 years.
Damn.
The first one, I did more than fake it. My mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law used to tell me how to fake it.
Hold on, what? She was like, yo, I know my son ain't performing. This is how you do it.
Wow.
She knew, because she was one of her husbands. So, and she was old. So she was like, listen, this is what you do. And she told me. But I mean, that's a convenient thing. I guess, she told me straight out, her husband can't get it up no more.
Wow. The transparency today. I love it.
Nuts.
But average older woman in my life, in my family, they're very, verbal. They don't hide anything. I got an aunt, but a regular, she embarrassed my uncle all the time. Oh, Uncle Bob can't get it up no more.
Oh my goodness! Somebody get Uncle a blue pill.
Wow.
It's not like she don't want to have sex, but she, she didn't.
That's what she want to have sex. That's why she be snitching on him.
But they got great grandkids, so she's just like, okay, that's my husband, and the sex was good with it, but she's acknowledged that he can't deal with her in that way anymore.
Oh, thank you so much, baby. I love and appreciate you. Thank you for your transparency.
Thank you. Have a nice one.
You as well. Thank you for the callers that have been on hold. Thank you for your patience. 617-282-0062. Women, have you ever faked an orgasm? Men, can you tell when she's faking an orgasm? I want to know how many men have actually faked an orgasm. We had one who said, yeah, I faked it. Sometimes we want to get it over with too. Shoot.
That's true. Absolutely.
Ready B said, that's true.
But I can't recall. I don't think I ever did that. Mm-mm.
Never?
Nope.
Never gonna fake it, never gonna fake it. That's my theme song. No.
You know okay, In Vogue.
I will hurt your feelings.
In Vogue, which one are you?
All four at the same time. Everyone. But you know what? I can't. I don't believe in faking it. I think when I was younger, when I was a child, I acted as a child. As an adult, I really don't care about your feelings because you don't care about mine after you.
Yeah. It's not just about him.
And roll over and go to sleep.
Yeah, it's not just about one person.
So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it real. We're gonna be transparent. Either A, I'm not in the mood, or B, is just not going down in the DM.
Now, lady that made the call was said, in your 20s you do this, in your 30s you do that, in your 40s you do that. That's absolutely true. And I think the older you get, the freakier you get.
What stage are you at, Reggie?
Freaky.
That was always though.
Stay freaky. That's all I'm giving you.
Stay freaky. Where's the transparency, Reggie? Good rising caller, you're live.
I have a question. Are these studies done internationally or just here in America?
Most likely here in America. They're not journals. They're like little magazine studies and articles from news.
Here's my theory. I think the reason why, because I have a lot of female cousins, and I hear the girlfriends when we talk, and I think the reason why they're not satisfied is because they're so promiscuous. Like, think about it. If your thing has been beat up by 30 guys, making sex you like a porn star, it's no wonder why they're not married and can't get a husband, or it's always bad. You go to India and any of these other countries where the woman's been with maybe one or two men, it seems like you don't have these couples. I've met a lot of married couples, and most married couples that I've met that have been married for a long time in a healthy monogamous relationship only been from foreign places and only been with one or two partners. Now, these women are saying the sex is great, but they tend to be American born. Ask how much is that monogamous? I mean, you could go to any social function here in Boston over 50 and hear these women talk about how great that man is, and yeah, he's great with 6, 7 others. But as far as a monogamous healthy relationship where they meet the climax, it seems like it's a minimum of only 2 partners and they've been together for a long period of time.
So you're saying only married couples fake it?
I'm saying people who are highly promiscuous, our chances of them having a healthy sex life is very limited. I mean, your thing's been beat up by 30, 40, 50 guys. There's no wonder why you can't climax. I mean, it's like an old car. I mean, how do you expect a car to perform like a new one?
Okay, these are two different things, because you can be beat up by 100 men. If you push out a baby, it goes back to the same size. So that's false. That's 100% false. It doesn't. Does your vaginal walls conform to your partner's penis? Yes, that's a true thing. But it conforms. Like, that part of your anatomy is not. If you have a really big one and then you have a really small one, you can't say, oh, you don't fit because the big one was there before. If you can push back a baby and it goes right back to normal, your penis is nothing in compared to a child's head. But as far as being beat up, there's porn stars that have sex with hundreds of people and still can reach climax.
Yes.
The studies that say that 80% of women, I've had conversations. I did sex toys every weekend for 3 years. A lot of women do not have orgasms because they don't know their bodies well enough. A lot of women don't have orgasms because they don't know how to let go. A lot of women can't achieve an orgasm because once they get to a certain point, they feel like they're about to pee and they just stop. Everything just stops. But if you actually let yourself go, I can't tell you how many women I have sat in front of and had conversations. So even though I'm reading studies, I'm also speaking from experience of women firsthand stories on their sex life. And it has nothing to do with being beat up by 10 people, being beat up by one person, or being beat up by 7 people. 80% of women have difficulty having vaginal orgasms, G-spot orgasms, and that's simply because a penis does not curve in the gonzo position, but there are some men out there that do.
Small number.
All right. So, we have the vaginal orgasm, the clitoral orgasm, the blended orgasm, which happens when both the clitoral and vaginal orgasms occur simultaneously. These twin orgasms have been known to last anywhere from 1 to 15 minutes, ending in a giant orgasm. As far as men are concerned, how do you do this? This can be done very easily by cunnilingus. Is that how you pronounce it? Cunnilingus? That's such a weird word. Cunnilingus. By cunnilingus and digital sex and digits of fingers, for those who didn't know. So at the same damn time. So I'm trying to keep it clean and professional and not piss anybody off. But if you are getting knowledge and digital sex at the same time, that's how you can get a dual orgasm. So you're getting, the finger is helping you get that G-spot, and the knowledge is helping you get the clitoral stimulation. So you get it at the same time. For men that have in the past had trouble with this, it's not just putting your finger in, it's putting it in and raising it up. So in like the come here motion, because that G-spot is at that top wall and not just randomly wherever you want to put your finger.
Some guys probably think it's like deep down inside, and it's not.
Deep inside, deep down inside, I feel it.
You got a song for everything, huh?
I do. I do.
You ready for today?
I'm a singer, but I can't sing. I want to, we're going to go ahead and stop this Periscope. I love you guys, baby. You guys can finish watching on YouTube. We have some messages over here that I've been ignoring because we've been on Periscope. 617-282-0062. Somebody asked me, Tayla, have you faked it? I think I answered that question already. I refuse to fake it. I think I did it a long time ago when I was a kid, when I didn't know any better, when I didn't study my own anatomy, when I didn't understand how to bring myself, not just myself, but how women, you have to participate too. Like, you don't have sex and just lay there.
Nope.
You have to help yourself come to that climax. And a lot of us are, bring it back to the beginning, I just let him climb on top of me and do his business. Like a lot of us don't, that's not something that's taught. You don't sit down with your parents like, can you show me? Can you tell me? A lot of people don't have that type of relationship with their parents. Like, nah, I'm going to be that weird parent. And now sorry, it's going to be like, Mom, no. No, please, no. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. But I want them to be able to be comfortable and confident whenever they decide their first time will be. or whenever. I don't want Asaria to ever be in a relationship where she has to fake it. I want her to know herself enough to bring her, to have that peace and that happiness. It's an amazing thing. Orgasms are amazing. They have healing powers.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Did you know if you have an orgasm, it can bring down your temperature? If you're sick,
I knew that.
if you have a fever, an orgasm will bring down your temperature.
And if you and your mate had a big old argument, that will subside too. That'd be gone too.
And headaches.
All that.
It helps headaches. Orgasms are amazing.
I wonder if it can help arthritis.
We have another call on the line, 617-282-0062. Ladies, men, have you ever faked an orgasm? And can you tell when she fakes an orgasm? I want to know a man who knows, yep, she faked it. I know when she fakes it. And I do everything in my power to make sure that, not today.
No, but you know what? If you have a regular partner, you know when your partner fakes it. But if it's somebody random shit, you won't know.
Most single women, one of the articles that I read said most single women have the hardest time achieving orgasms because they're having sex with men who really don't care about them and don't care about pleasing them.
Absolutely not.
So we have a caller on the line, 617-282-0062. Good rising, caller, you live.
Good rising.
Good rising.
I just want to say, if you know what you're doing as far as what we said, knowledge goes, the woman's body is going to tell you. That muscle, like I said, it is a muscle.
Yep.
It's going to do certain things that it doesn't do that you cannot fake. It's going to pulsate.
Absolutely.
Hey.
So that's all I got to say.
Absolutely.
Hey, somebody knows something.
Absolutely.
If you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter who she is. If you know what you're doing, like all I say is just study the woman's body, because it ain't just about the clitoral stimulation. You got to do a couple other things too. But if you know what you're doing as far as knowledge goes, any woman, she's going to achieve it. And I believe that should happen before you do anything. So that's my motto. I make sure you're all set before we even do anything. So even if you don't get it with penetration, you're going to get it regardless.
Pause. Are you single?
Yeah, I am.
Ladies, where you at?
Hello.
Where am I at? I'm in Randolph.
Ladies, you hear this? He's in Randolph, he's single, and you're going to get yours before he even thinks about getting his.
Brockton, Stoughton, you hear that?
Pay attention to your woman. That's all I say. Make sure she's all set first. There's a lot of selfish people out here. Don't be selfish. That's all I can say.
Thank you, baby.
First, and then you reap the benefits after the fact.
Ashe. I like that. Yes, sir. Thank you. Woosa. You know who I wish would call? That lady that was in Takwa's car.
Oh.
I'm going to get mine. She said, I'm 65 years old and I get mine. I faked it and she thought she was God's gift to man.
Wow.
Anonymous. No, I think porn stars fake it for the most part and fake most of the sound effects. I do think mileage does make a difference. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I'm going to read some of these opinions on Facebook. Hold on. Reload. Tell me where do you want me to put it? Do you want me to get it right? You don't like my song? How do most of your orgasms happen? Masturbating with my hand or a sex toy? These are women's stories, 39%. Vaginal intercourse plus clitoral stimulations, 20%. Vaginal intercourse, no clitoral stimulation, 15%. Oral sex, 12%. Partner using his or her hand, 9%. Partner using a toy, 2%. And 3% is other.
Clitoral is number one.
Yeah. Because and that's why in other countries, they cut it off. Female mutilation.
Yeah. Especially in Africa.
Yeah. Reasons for faking an orgasm: to please a partner. 35% of responses said that they fake an orgasm to please their partner, to hurry up and get it over with. 25%, to not hurt the partner's feelings. 10%, you were tired. I'm sorry, not hurting the partner's feelings, 15%. I was tired, 12%. Sex was not satisfying, 13%. Boredom, 9%.
Whoa.
Not in the mood, 8%. Too young, inexperienced, 6%. Just wanted to, 3%.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Reasons for faking an orgasm.
That is horrible.
To please your partner, to hurry up and get it done, not to hurt the partner's feelings, was tired. Pause. Let's look at this for 5 seconds. To please the partner. You pleasing your partner while you not being pleased.
That's a problem.
Thank you for your selflessness, but now when you have an attitude with the man or the woman, you causing more problems. To hurry up and get it done. Why are you doing it in the first place if that's the case? Not to hurt the partner's feelings. Well, lie to me, baby. When I found out the truth, my feelings gonna be hurt even more. I'd rather tell you the truth. I'd rather to tell you the truth is I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. And I noticed through conversations, through my years of doing sex toy parties, that a lot of women don't like talking about sex. Like they don't like. It's very uncomfortable for them to talk about sex with their partner, and it's like really they don't talk during sex. Like it's silent, and they don't feel comfortable. Like yes or no or move or I'll talk all types of nonsense.
Man, listen, 32. It's a big number, T.
It had, well, I know myself. I know myself. To thy own self be true.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
I wonder if there's other women that have been able to achieve more than 32 in one night.
Sure. It's a small number out there. They're out there. But they ain't calling you.
I wish they would. 617-282-0062. Good rise and call you live.
Yeah, how you doing?
Super fantastic.
Yeah, me personally, real quick, I believe a lot of women don't get their orgasm because they don't participate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you believe that just because they're giving you some, you're supposed to be excited to get some, and that's supposed to be good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're younger, just getting some, you're excited. But as you get older, it's not the box that interests you, it's the personality, it's the excitement, it's her willingness to do, you know what I'm saying, to just get down with you, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
So like, for real, a lot of women just feel like, yo, I'm giving them some, here goes some, you know what I'm saying, like, take it, it's good. It's not good. It's a lot of guys lie to you and tell you it's good, but it's not good. If you're not doing something, if you're not participating, if you're not freaky, it's I'm gonna get my nut and I'm gonna get off of you because you're boring me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why a lot of y'all get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna get his nut, he's gonna be off of that because you're not as interested as you believe you are.
Absolutely.
And that's the truth. That's the raw truth. Like, do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about you in your box. Like, keep it moving if you got to, but you know.
So you know what I think it is? I think as far as that's concerned, I think we in our society and our generation have been so conditioned to like the hurry up and buy, the hurry up and now, like we want it now, that we don't enjoy the actual exchanging of energy. And that's really what sex is the exchanging of two energies that creates or is supposed to procreate a third energy.
And if you're not taking the time to find out what they like and give it to them the way they want it, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point? What's the point of taking all the time for me to, you know what I'm saying, find out what you like, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, you got yours, you know what I'm saying, like, now I want to be, because, like, to be honest, men like that, men need a little bit of foreplay as well, you know what I'm saying, like, they need that, you know what I'm saying, like, do something for me, do a little dance for me, you know what I'm saying, like, touch me here, touch me there, do something extra, like, just give me the box, you can keep it, you know what I'm saying, like, keep it moving for real.
He said, I need more than that. And you're right. And women sometimes we think that it's enough, and that goes back to what I said. Like, women have to know what they're doing, and you have to go for yours too. And that's when it's the most exciting. When the other person is going for theirs while you're going for yours, and you guys are able to achieve at the same time.
it, she's down with it, and she's, you know what I'm saying? She's like you just said, she's trying to get hers, then you trying to give it to her like she wanted, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't know what she wants, and she laying there like, yeah, you do it.
Do it.
Oh man.
But that was my take on it, Red Book. I just want to throw my little 2 cents in there.
Thank you, baby. Love and appreciate you. I hope you have an awesome day today. 617-282-0062. Good rising, caller. You're live.
Good rising. I just wanted to applaud that last caller. He nailed it right on the spot what he was talking about. And I never called, but I just had to applaud him for that because he was being so real with that. And that's all I want to say. And y'all have a good weekend.
Well, thank you for being a first-time caller. We love and appreciate you and hope you have an awesome day today.
Call back.
All right. Peace.
Reggie B said, call back.
Call back.
Call back. We'd love to have you as a regular caller. I have another message over here that says, Tayla, I'm like you. I refuse to fake it because I am not going to sell myself short. What do you mean stimulate myself? Why are we in a relationship if that's the case? I was in a relationship and had you know what? Going back to the fact that I can achieve so many, sometimes you think 13 is enough. And it's not, because my body wanted 15 or 17. I feel bad for women that only get one. I feel so bad.
Well, 30 years ago, they had a TV show called 8 is Enough. Remember that?
8 is enough?
It was a family, it was a wife and a husband that had 8 children. It's called 8 is Enough.
You know what? Sometimes 8 isn't enough. Sometimes 22 isn't enough.
Dang.
Somebody asked me, how do I do? I really don't know how. I think it's everybody's body's just different.
Yeah. Your energy level is probably through the roof. I would say that.
Well, I wake up early in the rising and have all this energy. My friend asked me the other day, she was like, what kind of coffee do you drink? I don't drink coffee. What kind of tea do you drink? I drink tea, but it's decaffeinated.
She drink lemon and lime water, y'all.
It's lemon and berries. That's lemon what it is, antioxidants.
Water. That's what she drank, y'all.
As far as faking an orgasm, because we're coming to the top of the hour, the consensus is statistics say that more than 80% of women cannot reach a vaginal orgasm. And if you are one of those 80 women, I would love to talk to you. One of those, 80%. One of those 80 out of 100 women that cannot achieve a vaginal orgasm. I would love to have this discussion. TaylaAndre. The conversation does not stop at 7 a.m. We can continue this conversation on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or you can inbox me. We can be anonymous because I have tips and things that I would like to tell you, but FM radio doesn't let you say all the things you want to say.
Make it a podcast.
We ain't Netflix.
Make it a podcast.
You know what? I think I'm going to YouTube. YouTube later, and I'm going to open it up so if anybody wants to send their messages or ask any questions, it can be interactive live. We'll do that. I'll do that.
You can say whatever on YouTube like that?
What? I can say whatever I want on YouTube. Have you seen my videos?
They won't delete your
No. You just click a button that says over the age of 18.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Better not bring your kids. I was watching the video the other day that I posted. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad. I'm like, I really did illegal things on film. Illegal things on film. Big City 101.3 FM. Waking up with Tayla Andre, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 7. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope you guys have an orgasmic day today. Big City.
Coordinates. Stand by on this frequency. This is the champion dial. Big City 101.3. Continue standing by. Copy that.
People, April the 2nd. Huh?
You finished right on time. Look at that.
Hey.
That's the first time you did that.
I know, huh?
In a long time. All right, bro. There you go.
Say hi to YouTube.
Hey, YouTube. How you doing? This is my friend Tayla Andre. I'm just her little company keeper, Reggie B.
Yeah, right. Reggie B in here taking notes so he can go to BNN and knock him out the park. His interviews are amazing.
Taking notes? No, I'm not taking notes. I just went to my 20s, my 30s, and now I'm in my 40s, almost about to hit 50. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Reggie, you look so amazing for your age.
That's because of my mom.
That's because black don't crack. That's why.
That's exactly what it is.
That's that alkaline water.
Hey. Right there.
But this is acid. Wouldn't this be acidic?
No.
How would that be alkaline when lemons are acid?
Lemons are acid?
Yeah.
Lime is not. So why you put lemon in it?
Lime's not an acid.
But why did you put lemon in it? Just because?
No, because everything that I read says that lemon is
Well, you got more
cleansing.
But you got more alkaline than you do acid.
With the berries are alkaline?
Yep.
So if I put more berries,
you get one of those sheets from Dr. Secret?
I need to go back. It's been
that tells you what's acidic, what's hybrid, and what to stay away from, all that stuff. Yeah.
I need to go back and see her.
So you got two good things in the lime and the berries, but the lemon.
But that's not lime. That's lemon. You know West Indians called.
That looks green right there.
You know why? Because it's probably a hybrid. No.
Oh shoot.
But look.
I see. Yeah. I said the bottom. Yeah. That is lemon at the top. Oh, I thought it was lime and lemon in there because it was green.
Do you know that song by Solo? Tell me where do you want me to put it?
I never heard Solo.
Do you want me to get it right? No, it's not an artist. It's a group.
Solo? No, I gotta look them up. Did you YouTube them?
Yeah.
And what's the name of that song?
I think. Where do you want me to put it?
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I worked today. How about that? See you later, D.
I love you, Reggie.
And Monday, when you do your show,
are you coming?
Know. Yeah, but let them know you're gonna be on being in later that night too.
Oh my yes!
You posted too. Tim did it yesterday. He posted it.
On his page?
On Facebook.
So you can get to your video faster.
So you post yesterday or on Monday?
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Hold up.
Hey, Lydia.
Where do you want me to put it? Hi, Dex. Nothing much. It just shut off. It's not the first time that it did it to me, but it frustrated me the most today because I wanted to play a whole bunch of little freaking nasty songs, but it stops. Nothing. I shut it off. I took the CDs out. I turned it back on, and still nothing. I unplugged the cord out of the computer, plugged it back in, and it still didn't work. So I'm not sure. I didn't touch anything. There were no buttons that were pressed. It just stops. Today it was the one on the right. Previously, I don't remember what side it was. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, now I know knowing's half the battle, so just scratch it and it'll come back on. Just move it. Yeah, just move it. Hmm. Well, thank you, darling. Okay. Bye. Yes, Poppy. You're here? Oh. Well, come on. I'll drop you off. Okay, bye. Tell me why. Tell me where do you want me to put it? Why? Because it's been straight for so long?
Yeah. Mom,
Yeah?
there's this one funny Vine. It's ordinary rappers having ordinary jobs.
Oh, I saw that.
Shit, you want some cheese and rice?
You need new school shoes.
I do.
We'll get some when you guys get out of school today.
Today?
Yeah.
Swear.
Are you going over to Daddy's house?
Mom, do you see my
He's going to
WhatsApp?
Washington.
Friday. Mom.
What?
I over $2
Why? Oh, he gave you one?
because you didn't.
That's all you need to get in is $1?
Yes. And then I also said that because it's also a fundraiser.
Oh. So, I forgot to close out YouTube. Hey, YouTube. You guys come say hi to YouTube.
Sup?
Can you be normal for 5 seconds and say hello?
Hi.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What is your name?
My name is Asari.
Anari Elijah Crony. She's
Why don't
my
you tell the
employer right now?
You see what I gotta deal with. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Get away from me! Are you guys coming back on the show? You guys gonna do a show next week?
I
Next
want to do
month?
something about pizza.
It's not happening.
Why not?
Because
Should parents buy their kids pizza more often?
No!
Yes!
Yes. Yes.
Yes!
We're not doing an hour show on pizza.
Yes.
You
Yes.
better find another topic.
Marijuana should be legalized.
You wanna do the show on marijuana?
I won't be here then.
Why can't you do the alcohol portion? Why can't he do marijuana and you do
alcohol? Should be legal.
and then you do alcohol, or you can do cigarettes?
I don't want to do anything that involves people smoking or drinking.
All right,
Fine.
my
Anari will do it.
If it gets them high or drunk, I don't want to do it.